Hey, this is Allison from Mahalo Math. Welcome to our SAT Prep series. We're going to be working some problems, and working with me today is Chrissy and Trevor. So let's get started. Let's take a look at problem 27. If p is a prime number greater than 3, which of the following is not a factor of 6p? Any ideas?
So p is a prime number and it's not 3.
It's greater than 3, right?
The following is not a factor. So something being a factor of 6p means that it can't be, something being a factor of 6p means that it can be multiplied into the product.
If something is a factor of 6p, it means you can divide 6p by that something and you won't get a remainder.
Okay.
That's basically what that means.
So if p was 6, then 6 would be, or if p was 6, 6 times 6 is 36, and then 6 would be a factor of that, of 36.
Yes, 6 is a factor of 36, exactly. So we have these 5 answers here: p squared, 6p, 3p, 2p, and 3. Okay, so if you don't know, if you're not sure, you can always kind of go through the answers and try. So what do you think? Let's look at p squared. Can you divide p squared into 6p? Is it a factor of it? It's a little tricky, I know, to tell.
In the example that I'm using in my mind, because I'm using 5 for p.
Yes, that's really important. The value that you pick for p is really important. Now, why did you pick 5?
Because it's a prime number and it's greater than 3.
Exactly.
And it's simple and easy.
Exactly. It is, and if it works for one prime number greater than 3, it has to work for all of them.
Oh, okay.
You see, all you have to do is find one thing that proves it wrong, one example that goes against the rule, and then it's simply not true.
Okay.
Because if it's true for one, it has to be true. It has to be true for all the prime numbers that we're talking about. Okay, right. So let's say p is equal to 5. Then 6p is what?
Would be 30.
6 times 5, and p squared is what?
25.
Right. Now, if you divide 30 by 25, do you get a remainder?
Yes.
Yes, you do. So is p squared a factor of 6p? Okay, so what question did they ask us?
Which of the following is not a factor of 6p?
So we don't even have to keep going.
That's easy.
We can just stop right there, because we found the one that's not a factor. Now, if we had done the same thing and it was a factor, then we'd go on to the next one. But how you did it is exactly right. Pick a prime number that's greater than 3. Say that that's equal to p, and then do it with numbers, because it's so much easier than sitting there and thinking, well, I've got p's and p's on the top and p's on the bottom, and is it right? I don't know. So it's always good to do a concrete example.
So there's some questions on the SAT where you have to use the answers to the question to solve the question.
You don't have to, but given that you have kind of a short amount of time, and it sometimes makes it clearer to you, and it's a little quicker and a little easier to do. And the way some of the questions are structured, they're kind of expecting you're going to do that. Because to sit here and prove that this would be true for all prime numbers, that would be a lengthy process, and they're not asking you to prove it. They're simply asking you which one of these is not a factor. So by finding a prime number that lets you experiment, that's good enough. That'll give you the right answer.
Okay, great. Yeah, this was
easier than it looks.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good. Thanks for learning with us today. If you'd like any more information on these topics, click on the links below. And if you have a specific request, please send it to requests@mahalo.com. We'll see you later.